Okay, so my power went out, but I wanted to share my seed haul for this year. And so these are all the seeds that I purchased. I'm not going to include anything that I already had, but I'm going to start with my early spring seeds, and then I will show you my summer/fall seeds. So I ordered from 2 different places this year. One of them is a place I've never ordered from before, but so far I like them. I mean, their seeds were really affordable and they're local to me, like local as in they're in the state that I'm in, and I'm in Georgia. And so it's called Seeds and Such, and they're located in Augusta, Georgia. And I ordered the Rudbeckia cherry brandy seeds, and it comes with 10. So very light seeds. They're not very heavy at all. I almost didn't even realize that there were seeds in here. So I got Rudbeckia, and then I purchased seeds from In My Gardener. And so I purchased the Early Wonder Tall Top beets, the Formanova beets, and then let me see if I have any more beets. No. Fennel, don't know how to pronounce that other name. Garlic chives. I've never grown these before, so that's gonna be fun. I've never grown chives before ever. Black Magic Kale. Sugar and snap peas. I've never grown fennel either, so we're gonna try it. Fennel, and then salvia. So that is my early spring seed planting. I'm actually about to go out and start planting those in the garden, and I'm gonna have to reassign where I'm planting certain things and change things up, which is fine, based on what beds I have ready, and I have one bed ready, so I'm going to focus on that bed and plant my priority plants for the early spring. And it's a pretty long bed, it's not like 14 foot or anything like that, but it's a decent size. You guys have seen it. So now I will show you my summer seeds, which I have them laying on the floor. So one second. Okay, so they sent me, In My Gardener sent me a little packet for if I have seeds to save, and then I just label it, the variety, seed type, saved by, the date, the notes, and one of my seeds just fell over, and my dog was looking at that. Okay, so let's start with Seeds and Such. Again, I have dog hair all over me. So the ones from Seeds and Such, they sent me 2 free packets of seeds. One of them was a tomato, and I'm not starting any plants, any seedlings this year. I did last year. I just don't have the space this year. I don't really want to commit that much time to it. We have some other stuff going on. So I am just going to buy plant starts and test that out. I grew a bunch, almost every single plant that needed to be started last year, very successfully. But I planted them outside, and there weren't enough pollinators, or something's wrong with my soil, and I didn't get a very good harvest. Okay, so one of my free seeds that they sent me for placing an order during a certain time period was the Sunflower Teo. I haven't even looked this up yet to see what it looks like, but I'm sure it'll be beautiful. It's sunflower. And then I ordered sage, so I wanted to plant some more sage. My favorite sage is pineapple sage, but I didn't order any of that this year. So this is me making my note to order pineapple sage whenever everybody's having their seed sales. at the end of the season. So sage, and then German winter thyme, and it actually looks like I could probably plant this now. I'm going to read more about this, but I might be able to plant this now. If not, I'll plant it closer towards the end of the growing season because it's winter time. I'm going to read more about it. I've never grown thyme from seed before. I've only ever grown it from a plant that I bought at the store. Okay. Summer and fall crops. I got the Stowell from In My Gardener, from Stowell Evergreen corn, Italian striped zucchini. I have not had any success growing squash at all. 0. We're going to try it again. Why not? This is my 3rd year gardening, really my 2nd year with real garden beds. So we're going to try it. I learn something new every year. Why not? Seeds are only a couple of dollars. The In My Gardener seeds are literally $2. So $2 for 25 seeds to maybe we'll get something. I have a different way of gardening this year. I'm going to do a ton of companion planting, plant a ton of flowers, set out my Japanese beetle trap on the other side of my yard and maybe even in the front yard to kind of attract them away from my garden, and do it that way. So we will see. Chamomile, I grew a little bit. By a little bit, I mean maybe 2 little flowers last year. I want to try and grow more of this. I'm going to plant it in a bigger space. Maybe that will help. And I'm really, really going to try to be diligent with watering. I need to figure out a better system for watering because what I'm doing right now isn't working and I get really tired of it. And that's just using my water hose. And like our city water isn't great. I mean, I have a water shower head filter in my shower because it's like terrible. We don't even use the filter out of our refrigerator. We have a whole different water filter for that. So I'm going to try to figure something else out. Maybe try to catch rainwater and do it that way. But I know like that's also something you have to be careful with because the rainwater, it can like start growing things, but it's the most natural form of water. I mean, it's literally water for that God's given us. So anyway, we'll talk about that more at a different time. Never successfully grown pumpkins. I know that they're in the squash / gourd family. We're going to try again. So these are the Weeby little pumpkins. So they're not going to get super huge. That would be really cool, but I'm not getting my hopes up. We're going to do this. What I think would be really cool is that big hill in the back, doing landscaping fabric to keep some of that growth, that brush, like all of those weeds and stuff down. But like burning holes in like different sections, planting some bushes that are just for like ornamentals, but maybe like in between planting some big pumpkins so maybe they can vine out. Who knows? I don't know. That may not be something that we're going to do this year. We're definitely going to do something with that hill this year, but maybe not the whole pumpkin thing. I also need to plant pumpkins very close to plants that are going to help keep pests away because squash bugs and vine borers and Japanese beetles are awful. The aphid problem hasn't been terrible, but that's because I grow a ton of basil usually, and that helps a ton. But anyway, and I have a DIY pest spray that's safe, and we're going to try that again this year too. Okay, so next up is cilantro. I've planted cilantro before, haven't grown it very successfully. Again, we're going to try it again. I have another green stalk, so we're going to try it in a couple of different places. Rosemary, I grow rosemary successfully anytime I plant it. So we'll see how it does this year too. Spotted bee balm. Pollinating. I'm trying to get my pollinators here. I'm trying to get them to my backyard because if there's more pollinators, then there's less pests. And if there's more flowers and more companion planting, then hopefully the goal is less pests. I also saw something somewhere online that it takes like 3 or 4 years to get your garden space, like your small ecosystem, basically prepped to prevent pests from coming and tearing up your garden. Basically, like the first few years, they feast on it like a buffet because it's new to them. It's a new environment. There's all these yummy things for them to eat. But then slowly they kind of die off and they go to other new areas. And there's some new builds around my house. So maybe they'll go bother them and not bother me so much. Jacob's cattle beans. I've never grown these before, so that'll be fun to try. I believe I have to soak these. I'm gonna probably soak them because they're thick, and those beds, it takes a lot of water to get down into the soil to penetrate through that. Spearmint, mint grows fantastic anywhere. It needs to be grown in a container to hold it in. If not, it'll take everything over. Lemon mint, so that's gonna be fun, and plus the flowers are beautiful. And I'm probably gonna let a lot of these herbs go to seed because I don't think it affects the taste of them except for maybe cilantro. When cilantro bolts, it tastes soapy, so that may be the only one I'll watch out for. But the mint, the lemon balm, which is in the mint family, the basil, I'm going to try to plant as much as I can and just let it go to flower, and then I will save seed from it too. Teddy bear sunflower, these are so cute and fluffy. I love growing sunflowers. It gets hot here in Georgia where we're at, so they love it. I grew a couple of different varieties a couple years ago, and last year, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't plant like any flowers. It was ridiculous. This year, I'm honestly more excited to plant my flowers than I am the herbs and vegetables and fruits. So, okay, Butterbush squash. Again, we'll see what happens. Wild bergamot bee balm, more bee balm. Borage, haven't ever grown this before. We're going to try something new. Cucumbers, just like squash, very little success. I'm getting a trellis this year. I'm getting an arch trellis. These bad boys are going to be growing up the trellises. Most of my squash, I'm going to try to trellis this year. We'll figure something out. So I have Boston pickling cucumbers. Those were the Ashley cucumbers before that. More corn, golden bantam corn. Have not grown corn successfully. The first year I grew, it was 2 years ago. And there were like little corns on there, but they were getting pretty like decent size. And I went to go like peek inside like the corn husk, and a cornworm got up in there and ate it. So I need to figure out something else to do to protect my corn. Again, companion planting, hopefully that helps. I saw a trick that if you put aluminum foil around the base, it helps prevent that. It like reflects the sunlight and pests are less likely to go bother. I don't know. We're going to try some stuff this year. Last year I grew it. I planted it too late. It didn't have time to develop. And they just started dying because it got really, really, really hot. And then the temperatures dropped off. So we're going to try corn again. I got the Stonewall Evergreen corn as well. More Boston pickling cucumbers. Sweet marjoram. I think that's how you say it. We're going to try to plant that. I got 2 packets of that. Okay, I got chicory. 1, the flowers are beautiful. 2, you can roast chicory root and it tastes like coffee and like brew it like coffee. I've had chicory coffee in New Orleans and it is fantastic. You can actually buy a chicory roast at the store. The place where we got beignets, I can't think of it right now, but they do chicory coffee and I like it. It's good. It's bitter though. So we're going to try to grow that because it's beautiful and maybe we can do something with it. Again, flowers, greenery, plants, bells of Ireland. This is a gorgeous plant. And I love bringing the flowers that I grow. I have rose bushes and hydrangea bushes. I'm going to work on getting some different things in the front flower beds this year and move some things around. But bells of Ireland look beautiful and I figured why not try it? $2. Why not try it? Straight 8 cucumbers, Muncher cucumbers, more straight 8. Beit alpha cucumbers. If you see me looking around, it's my dogs. I'm looking at my dogs. Muncher cucumbers, and then more golden Bantam corn. So that is my seed haul from, that's just what I purchased this year. That is not all that I'm planting. I will go through that in a different video, but I just wanted to say that I bought all of these seeds from MI Gardener, and I can look up what I spent at Seeds and Such. It was not that much at all. I bought, I think, 2 or 3 things, and then they gave me 2 free seed packets. So I spent maybe less than $10, but at MI Gardener, I obviously purchased a lot more. $2 per seed packet, and let's see. So 38 packets of seeds, 38 times 2 is 76, about $76 and some change, obviously. And I believe I got free shipping because it was over a certain amount, maybe like over $50 or $75 or something like that. But I don't think that MI Gardener is too, like, across the country or anything. I think that they're in a pretty close proximity to my zone, but I'm not 100% on that either. So it didn't take a whole lot of time for it to get here. And it's a small business, but Seeds and Such got here a lot quicker because they are local to Georgia. I did get in the mail, the reason I ordered from them is because I just searched like gardening, what is this called? Seed catalogs. And so I try to sign up for as many free ones as I can. And so I got the Johnny seed catalog. I actually got 2 of those. Not really sure why, but I like to keep them. And then I got the Botanical Interest, which I didn't order anything from them this year, but they sell this brand or this company's seeds at like local stores around me, like Pike's Nursery, Home Depot, probably some other places like that. So I didn't order anything from them. I didn't really feel like I needed to this year, but I like to keep it because they usually sell relatively the same things. They might have a couple new varieties or something like that every year, but I keep them because I like to look at the pictures. And then I got the Burpee one. I've ordered plenty from them. You can buy them at your local hardware store, Ace Hardware, things like that. So I found this one when I was Googling seed catalogs, and it was a Seeds and Such, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's in Georgia. Like, that's so cool. I can support like a family-owned seed company, and MI Gardener is also a family-owned seed company, but I really wanted to try to find some seeds that are local to my area. And I didn't look through this a whole lot. I probably should have ordered some okra seeds from them because we are in an area that okra grows very, very well. So I'm going to keep this, and I'm signed up. So maybe they'll send me another one next year. I'm hoping. But if not, I at least have one. And they have an online catalog too, I believe. So if you are a gardener and you are watching this and you live in Georgia or anywhere, check out Seeds and Such. They don't know me, and I don't really know them. I literally got this catalog in the mail because I Googled seed catalog and I signed up for it. So they don't know me. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I think it's pretty cool that they're located in Georgia, and so am I. So check them out. Pretty affordable. It does say that they have a $5.99 flat rate shipping, but they have an online store, and you can call and you can request a seed catalog, and you can actually order in the seed catalog too if you're old-fashioned like that. They have all kinds of stuff. Flowers, sweet potatoes, all kinds of stuff. So check them out. Thank you for watching my seed haul. Sorry if the lighting is bad. My dog right now is looking at my bearded dragon. Hold on. What'd you see, buddy? What'd you see? What did you see? You want to show me what you saw? What is that? Rain. Hey, Mazzy. Hey, girl. What's she doing? Tonky. No, ma'am. So this is my dog, Tonks. Sit. Sit. Good girl. This is my other dog, Wrangler. He's a year old. He is a blue heeler, and she is almost 4. She's an Australian Shepherd. And then I have my sassy bearded dragon. I don't know if you can see her in there. There she is. Her name is Maslow, and I call her Mazzy. And then that is Kaysen's pet snake. His name is Breeze, like Drew Brees from the Saints. And Wrangler was just checking out Maslow. He has never seen her before. So that's what that was about. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another one. Bye.